see him?
You want to believe it.
Is he
It's not
there?
real.
Is he there?
You're alone in these mountains.
Is that Delia?
Nothing lives here. You won't survive. You met him by the tree.
She met him by the tree.
Maybe it's a sign, the tree.
What's he trying to tell you?
He's waiting for you by the tree.
As the she-wolf licks the sweet honey from Sigmund's face, he bites the wolf's tongue. The she-wolf pulls away, but Sigmund holds on. The chains break, and he is free. After his escape, Sigmund lives like us, hidden in the forest. His enemy, King Siggeir, believing him dead, as his sister plots revenge. And for vengeance to succeed, even the great Sigmund needs help. So she sends us. Sigmund's sister trades shapes with a sorceress, and in disguise, she lies with her own brother. She gives birth to a son named Sinfjotli. After a time, she sends him to the forest.
I need this sword. It's important. Can you help me?
The sword appears whole, but it is an illusion. It shattered into shards long ago. It is said the great warrior can reforge Grammar by answering the trials of Odin, one for each shard. The roots of the Tree of Death will take you to new lands, where you will face the trials.
Go to the shards. Go to the shard.
Go to the shards.
What's the shard? Find it.
It's the metal runestones.
It's in front of you.
Find it.
The metal. The runes.
You need that. Where is it?
Find it. There it is.
Focus.
There's the shard. Focus.
Focus.
Use your eyes. Look.
Get closer.
What can you see? Go to it.
A king in the north forced the dwarves to make a sword that would never fail and never rust, and that would slice through iron and stone and bring victory to its bearer. But the angry dwarves cursed it. It would be the death of a man every time it was drawn, and it would be the death of the king. Let me tell you about the sword Tyrving.
I don't recognize this place.
Where are we? Where is she? It feels wrong. Where are we now? Burial mound. So strange that we go to such lengths to bury death. Something so very ordinary, inevitable. It's as if we conspire to hide death, because we have no answer for it. But when it comes and forces itself onto our friends or loved ones, then comes the reckoning.
Don't go in there. Go in. You're told to go in.
Take the torch.
It's too dark. Take it. This will help you.
Careful.
You have to be able to see.
Who's there? Dillian, I'm here. I'm here for the trials. Like when we first met, remember?
There he is. Dillian, there he is. Finally, you found him.
What's wrong? What happened? Can you hear me?
Let him go. Let him.
Just wait there. I'll find you.
You have to find him. This is your mission. Find him. You have to use everything you have and find him. Get him back.
He was just there. How could you lose him? How could she lose him?
How could she? Find him.
I'll find him.
What's that? Did you hear that? Nothing. Was that voices?
Is that his voice or the voice of the dead?
Not Dillian.
Dillian's calling to you. Can you hear?
Senua, you remind me of a story that the Northmen tell about a young woman warrior. Her name is Herver, the daughter of a berserker, born after he was killed. She's a wild, willful child who teaches herself to fight with weapons. When she learns where her father is buried, her only desire is to reclaim the treasure buried with him, but above all, the sword, Tyrving.
Don't touch the walls.
You don't know what they might do.
Turn back.
She has to keep going.
It's not safe here.
She has to keep going.
If you go down there, no one can save you.
It's too scary.
Find another way. It's not working.
You have to use your mind. Where can you go?
You're failing. Find another way.
Think. Focus. Use your mind.
Where's he gone? He's disappeared. You let him slip through your fingers. You don't recognize it. Don't doubt yourself. You'll never find it.
She doesn't recognize it.
Yes, you do. You know where you are.
She doesn't.
Listen for his voice. Listen.
Dillian, where are you?
Listen for his voice.
Dillian,
I can hear him.
Herver disguises herself as a man to join a band of warriors, and soon becomes their leader. When they come to the island where her father is buried, her men do not want to go ashore. They say that evil haunts the island, and that it is a worse place by day than other places are by night. Fearless, she lands alone. There are many grave mounds, and all of them have ghostly flames burning over them. She comes to the grave mound of her father after passing through these ghostly fires as though they were mist. The flames I passed through were real enough. Damn the Northmen to hell.
it's not him.
It's not him.
We told you. We told you it was a trick.
Does everything look the same?
It all looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Look.
lost without him.
That's not Dillian.
That doesn't sound like Dillian. What's in there?
What is it?
A secret room.
There are books.
How do you get in there?
How does she get?
That voice. It's not Dillian.
Find a way. There has to be a way. Find a way.
There's always a way. Don't stop now. Don't give up now. Find a way.
You're too close to stop.
What's in there? Where are we?
She has no idea.
We're going round in circles.
You have fallen in.
You think that sound is Dillian's voice? It's a trap.
You walked right into their hands.
They have you.
Right where they want you. How could you?
You think that voice is Dillian's?
It's not.
It's beckoning you to your death. Does everything look the same?
Looks the same.
Something's different. Look for clues.
What is it?
What's different?
There's a clue.
Let her think.
No, don't let her think.
Space. She
No,
just
no,
needs...
no. She doesn't.
Think. Don't listen to them.
She
Just
needs us.
think.
She needs us to help her.
Think clearly. What do you need to do?
She needs us. What do you do? We need to tell her what to do.
Another strategy.
She needs to think. She needs to think.
She needs to think.
Think. Shh. Give her space. Give her space. Let her breathe.
Dillian wants me to face my fears. Father? I'm leaving. I've decided. I think it will be good for me.
It's the darkness. It's speaking through
No,
you.
Dad, it's me. I think I can beat it. In my own way.
I can see the darkness in your eyes, child.
I met a boy.
Boy,
The chief said so.
no.
He said he could help me.
It's a trick.
He said I could be normal.
Normal?
Yes.
No boy is going to save you. No one can. When they see the rot growing inside you,
No.
they will turn their back on you. The gods can only fix you through my hand. You're going nowhere.
No.
You will not defy the gods. Come, child, take my hand. Come. Senua.
Yes. I am leaving.
You cannot escape the darkness. Your curse will make everyone suffer. You will have blood on your hands!
It's done. You did it, but there's more. There's more.
You're tired, but you have to keep going.
There's still more.
There's always more to do.
It's not going to be easy.
Can you do another one? It's too much. Have you got the energy?
She hasn't got the energy.
No. Too much to do.
I want to tell you a story about a god of the Northmen called Balder. The second son of Odin, he was beautiful, good and wise. He was fair of feature, he spoke fair words, he gave fair judgments. Light shone from him. Only good things were told of him. Yet he was the first of the gods to die.
What does it see? Mask is here to watch you fail.
Where are we? What is this? It's the same. It's another world.
It's lighter.
It's nice. I like it here. Can we stay? Let's stay here. It's safe here. It's calm here. It's light.
The bridge.
It's not broken.
It's fixed.
What? The bridge is fixed.
Let's cross it.
The Northmen tell this story about the death of Balder. It begins with dark dreams.
You can
Night after night, Balder dreams of his own death.
read the runes
The gods fear for his life.
Dillian.
So Balder's mother makes everything in the world: fire, water, iron, stone, earth, wood, beasts, birds, serpents,
Open the
poison.
gate. She can't. Open the gate.
It's locked. Try harder.
She can't. The gate. She can't. She can't.
She will.
She'll find a way. She always finds a way. through it.
It's dangerous.
Follow it.
What's behind the gate?
Where will it take you?
It's not safe.
Dillian.
There he is.
There he is.
What are you waiting for?
Quick, find a way.
Find him.
Go through.
He disappears.
Dillian, don't lose him.
Where is he?
Where's he gone?
We're in the wrong world.
He's not here.
She's in the wrong world.
He's not in this world.
He's in the other one. He's in the other one. He's in the dark world.
The dark.
The dark world.
The world once seemed so simple. Black and white. Darkness and light. Narrow dividing lines of our own making. Dillian taught her to see further. To peek through the cracks and see the worlds of colour stretching away from the gloom. And Senua explored new paths into the unknown.
The gods feast and rejoice and amuse themselves by throwing spears and stones at Baldur, striking at him with sword and axe. But he comes to no harm, whatever they do. The gods never cease to wonder at this great marvel. But Loki shapes himself into a woman and asks Baldur's mother, is it really true that all things promise to keep him safe? I did not ask the mistletoe, Baldur's mother confesses. I thought it was too young.
We spend our lives searching for the meaning in life, and we ask the gods for guidance. But the truth to life is revealed when we can face death without fear. How can the gods understand us if they refuse to die themselves?
Dillian didn't believe in the curse. Dillian believed in you. You can't go up
You
there.
can't go up.
Not in this world.
Not in this world. You can't.
Remember Dillian.
What do you remember?
Do you remember the sound of his voice?
Dillian saved you from them.
He was the only one that really loved her.
He did love her. Senua, you've got it.
Why isn't he here?
He's gone.
He's in the dark world.
Do you even remember? He's gone to the dark
His
world.
love is going the wrong world.
He's in the other world.
The dark world.
Without you.
Doesn't know. There he is.
Where are you taking
He's
him?
up there.
He's up there.
How do you get up there?
There's a way. Didn't she listen to him? There is a way up
could
there.
find the way.
She can do it.
You're nearly there. Just find the way.
Loki makes a dart out of mistletoe. and goes to the gods as they throw things at Balder. The blind god, Huth, was there. Loki asks him why he wasn't taken part. Huth says, I cannot see where Balder stands, and even if I could see him, I have no weapon. Loki replies, here is a wand. I will tell you where he stands.
Years had passed since she left her father. She trained hard alongside her friend, Dillian. She saw things no one else could. Patterns, shapes, movement. An intuition that made her an exceptional warrior. Friendship turned to love. But the shadow of darkness never let her go, and she was caught between two worlds. That of Sinbel and her past, and Dillian, her future. Two realities tearing at her soul. Do you remember him whispering in your ear? Dillian undoes the curse.
What does it feel like to feel a love so strong? He was the only one she could trust. Could she trust him?
Overcome with grief, the gods send Hermod to ride to Hell and ask Hela to let Balder return home. All the gods are weeping, he says. Are they? Asks Hela. We shall see if he is truly missed. If everything in the world will weep for him, he shall go back to the gods. But if even one thing refuses,
because he believed in you. Wasting your time. You have no time for this. Speed up. These drugs They've set you trials to distract you. They've set you up, and now they're going to watch you. What if these trials mean nothing? God's laughing at you. What if they take you closer to Dillian? You are guilty letting this get in the way. What if they are just tired? To make you weak before the battle. He saw that she was strong. What if this is pointless? What are you doing? Why did you think you could make this work? You keep seeing runes. You see runes everywhere. Everywhere. But what if they're not real? What if they don't actually make sense? They're a trick. The gods were lying. Dillian's in the tower. It makes sense, but really the gods are playing with you. It makes sense in your mind, but it doesn't make sense in the real world. The gods are playing, but it doesn't mean anything. You can't read this language, you don't understand. Sinbel was right. You're wasting time. You're cursed. Don't succeed. Slow, quicker. Dillian saved you from them. He saved you. He saved you.
loves you.
You owe him. His love keeps you strong. What if they're all about wasting your time, just delaying minute by minute by minute? What does she think she's doing? She's special. She thinks she nothing. Special. Waste of time. Could all be a waste of her time.
The gods are just
Playing,
What if the gods are laughing at her?
messing with her.
It wouldn't work.
You killed him. We couldn't stop.
Darkness within you.
Do you remember what it was to touch him?
Nobody will love her now.
Can you remember what love feels like?
Look what happens to the thing she loves.
She destroys the thing she loves. There he is.
Dillian never much cared for the underworld and looked dimly upon the druids, like her father, Zinbel. I guess he took after his father, a chieftain who believed nothing he couldn't see, and he happened to be blind. She felt safe in Dillian's arms, learned to see the world through his eyes,
She's steady. She can
and slowly,
do it.
the darkness that had bound her so tightly began to unravel.
Very careful.
You've come this far, don't let him slip away.
It's a narrow bridge. And there's a long way to fall.
It's your fault. He's disappeared. You've lost him to the sea. He's gone. You've lost him to He's gone to the water. He's drowned.
Senua, your father cannot understand your darkness. He cannot see through your eyes. No one can. My own father was born blind. Doesn't have the faintest idea of what the night looks like. The word dark to him means as little as the word light. So someone is afraid of the dark. Should we fix them by taking away their sight? Would you give up the beautiful world that you, and only you, can see just to be rid of your nightmares? Or is this the price you pay?
What if you're wrong?
What if this has nothing to do with the sword?
What if we're wrong?
The sword will never...
A gift that makes you so special in my life.
What if this is the end?
Just
It's just
another
a
part
trick.
of the person I know.
It's just a pointless test.
You've been fooled before, you could be fooled again.
You're being tested.
I lived for a while
It's
to
just their
protect you
game
from
for
my
you. You never know which way it's going to go.
death, because I love you. But it made it worse. I'm so sorry.